And also running through the middle, Nick Farr. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up. So a secondary bounce, and it will be Armitage and Hardingham to come from the same side on this occasion. Hardingham gets it down, rove though by Bowman. Kick towards centre half forward, leading in the race for the footy. Edwards gets away, does well. Handballs to Leake. Handballs further field back towards Edwards. Gets a kick away as he got pushed off the footy. Hutchison tried to tap it on. Partridge. Oh, has to get around a couple. He's under pressure now. Got it away to Hutchison. He's under pressure as well. He gets a handball. Leake and Trotter. Trotter over the top of it now. And needs to get the handball away. Well, flicks it out in the end towards Ginn, towards the boundary line also. The boundary line will win. We'll have a boundary thrown in between wing and half forward. Winchelsea just into attack. So Hardingham and Armitage coming off the long run for a ruck contest. Over the back, gets it down, Bogey in front. Oh, and his head ripped off. The umpire was... Don't know what he was doing there, but Lapino, his handball, chopped off by Liebart, goes towards Stone on centre wing, takes the mark. Handballs it away to Farr. And he goes with the right foot to it. Nobody in particular. Parrish should have taken the mark at half back for Winchelsea, and then he dropped the footy. And play on the call. Numbers, panties there for Inverleigh, but the numbers with Winchelsea. They break free. Wainwright goes back to the middle. Bogey goes up. Off hands. Armitage there also. Hutchison through the middle. Hardingham. Kick off the ground by Armitage. Foot race. Lapino comes onto it. Does well, but can't pick it up. Kick off the ground by Hutchison. Liebart to give a Shepherd for Cordello, but he leaves it behind. Bogey taps it in front of him. Got Hutchison in support as well. Close to the boundary line. In fact, out now. And about 2 minutes worth of play back to where we started.
Yes, nothing much has happened in the first couple of minutes as the ball about to be thrown in just forward of centre for the Winch side. Terrible throw in, taken out of the ruck by the big fella
to do that anymore.
in Hardingham, and now the umpire's put a whistle on play. Player held without the football was Liebart, goes to the middle. Oh, Leake really wasn't watching the footy, but he just got in front of Bowman. Runs on quickly now, long kick towards half forward. Looking for Reid down there, can't take hold of the footy. Umpire calling play on, centre half forward, ball underneath there, and now umpire Stokes it is, puts the whistle on play at centre half forward for Winchelsea. 2.5 minutes gone as the ball comes to ground. Wallen comes in, almost breaks the tackle, but gets the ball to the left foot there. Kitchen 2-on-1. He's got some assistance from Hutchison down there for Winch. They lock the ball in. It's only 20 metres from the southern goal to where Winch are kicking in the third quarter as Partridge will do the ruck work up forward and runs down, allows Hardingham to come back toward the middle. Partridge beaten on that occasion. The ball comes to ground, whistle on play, and Trotter has the free kick for Inverleigh. Goes wide, mark drop there. Ball followed up for Inverleigh, goes towards centre wing. Armitage, spoilt by his opposition number 12 in Hampshire, and the ball forced over the boundary line. True centre wing, outer side, and almost since the 20-minute mark of the second quarter, Laurie, it's just become an arm wrestle, hasn't it? Winchelsea might be very grateful for that score on the ball.
I think so. It's got very, very scrappy. They haven't been able to get free at all and play their flowing game, which they'd like to be able to do here.
Well, from the throw-in, the ball's come to McCarthy. Very quick, drives the ball to the full forward position. Panty tried to lead his opponent there under the ball, and it's almost in the goal square. Defending stoutly Winchelsea back there. Now it stacks on the middle, and the umpire will move in adjacent to the behind post and put the ball in the air when he finally gets hold of it, of course. So the ball about to go in the air once again. As the ball now goes up in the air, Hardingham tries to get the ball toward the boundary, and I think it is forced through for a rush behind to Inverleigh, and that's the first score for the quarter. 6-8-44 Inverleigh, trail Winchelsea 14-6-90. Alexis of Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 4.5 minutes gone.
Stocks from full, in fact, it's Edwards from full back, goes short, finds McCallum in the right back pocket. Partridge gives him a long lead straight down the middle. He goes over his head though and goes to nobody in particular. They got a raffle at the Inverleigh players and they all miss it. Falls to the back of the pack. Hutchison on centre wing takes it away. There was 3 Inverleigh players there, but they left it behind. Hutchison uses his pace, 2 bounces. Can he get away? Yes, he can. He ran a long way then. There he goes, right foot. Wallen in front. Reid up as well. Off hands at the side. Kitchen and also Reid in there. Got his head ripped off.
She's hot in there.
And we'll take a free kick. 20 metres out from goal. And on the right side for a right footer, because he's going to be on a pretty acute angle.
Winch really need a goal, Laurie, to steady the ship. As I said before, it's a while since they've got one, and Inverleigh are really dragging them down to some extent.
Well, they certainly are, Eric. They, in the first quarter, they played a beautiful brand of football. They got the ball out and they ran on and they were taking some risks, but all of a sudden, Inverleigh have held them up. So I suppose that's credit to Inverleigh.
Hit the post on that occasion. Nathan Reid, 4 goals to his personal tally. 14-7-91 at Winchelsea. Inverleigh 6-8-44. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played.
I actually think they stopped running with the footy, Eric. It was just that Hutchison run with it and opened the game up. So they've got to do. Surely you can learn that.
So the kick in from Walter. Good spoilt there by Wainwright. Gets the ball to the front, follows up and accepts a handball back. Got to hook it on the left foot to fall forward, but Walter for Inverleigh in the way. Plays on quickly to set it.
Oh, lovely mark
there. And that was Armitage once again. That's not the first he's taken today. Handballs quickly to Trotter, and he kicks down the outer wing. Leading for the ball is Stone. He drops the footy. Playing on the umpire. It's pretty scrambly out there. Now the umpire will move in and take hold of the football. So he's not a bad leap, that Armitage. Laurie's taken a couple of screamers.
Yeah, we've seen him play in the rucky 2 or 3 years ago and did quite well. And he was only a lot younger. He's an ex-Newtown player, I think.
Okay, the ball comes down. Handball out for Inverleigh. The quick kick goes towards half forward.
Oh,
well,
don't wait for it.
That was
Paddy.
Matthew Partridge stood there, waited for the ball to come, and Adrian Panty flew across in front of him. So the old story, Laurie, you've got to go at the football.
Yes, you certainly have, Eric. You can't wait for it.
So the man on the mark, Partridge, is now about 45 metres from goal as Adrian Panty moves in. Good looking kick off the boot. And I'll tell you what, he knows where the goals are. That's his third. And Inverleigh on the way back. 7 goals, 850. So trial Winchelsea 14-7-91. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 7 minutes gone.
Well, that's his third today, and I think in other weeks I've read in the press that he kicks quite a few, 2 or 3, maybe 4 a week.
He's kicked 12 in 2 games, Laurie. He had 2 weeks, incurred the wrath of the tribunal.
Oh, so he's done well in the games he's played.
He has.
That's a good result, isn't it?
So back to the middle. First goal of the third term to Inverleigh. They bring the margin back to 41 points. Back in the middle, Hardingham. He's got it down. Do the roving himself nearly. Leak through the middle as well. Falls towards far. Now he goes through the middle. Bowman does well. Takes one bounce. There goes the right foot kick. Long towards full forward, but the Winchelsea defence take the mark and kick it long. It might have been Edwards. Goes with the right foot kick out wide. I don't think Hutchison can keep it in. He can't do so. And it will be a boundary throw in on the left half forward flank. The Hawks still into attack. Hardingham and Armitage do the ruck work. Armitage in front, got it down. Bergs there, wrapped up. I got the handball away beautifully to Leak. Then a kick towards Hutchison, but wasn't well directed. Cordello gets around a couple, then he handballs to Trotter. On centre wing, Leak comes at him. He wraps him up. He got the handball away though, which was all right to far. He's got Collins in support. Gave it to him on centre wing. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. 2-on-2. Bowman at the back. He waited for it as well. Can he run onto it? No. Panty got held onto. Could have got a free kick. Wainwright through the middle. Handball by McCallum to nobody in particular. Now McCarthy off a step towards goal. Through 4-1 behind.
Good try.
7-9-51. 7-9-51 Inverleigh. And Winchelsea 14-7-91. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 9 minutes played.
So the ball about to come back in for Winchelsea. Nice looking kick, looking for Hardingham. Now, free kick, I don't think the mark was paid. I think the man in front, no, he's paid the mark. So Collins it is, drives it back towards full forward. Well, nobody went for the mark. It was just straight into the arms there of Parrish. And Parrish has taken the mark for Winchelsea. Last line of defence, looking for some options, and you're right, Laurie, the run seems to have gone from Winch at the present moment. Is going back looking for Hardingham. Good contest there by Armitage, but Watson picks up the crumbs. Hardingham back into the pass there of Bogey, went without the footy, does keep it in front of him. Well, they chipped it up, and there's some mistakes being made here under a bit of pressure as the ball comes looking for... I think it's Hutchison finally picks it up. Handball to Lapino, went astray. Oh, high tackle on Lapino that time, and that's one of the, well, there's quite a few of these high tackles are going unnoticed, but on this occasion, the umpire right in front of his eyes, it's been paid. and a little bit of fire creeping into the game. And this perhaps is not to the benefit of Winchelsea at the moment. They need to concentrate on the game of footy. So the free kick has gone to Winchelsea. Rapino looking for options. Kicks it high in the air, just goes over the centre. Big pack of players there. Punch toward the boundary, running with the flight of the footy. Picked up Leak, does well, keeps it in play, and
very well. They got 50 metres there.
Yeah, so a good work by the Winch. Just sheer. Well, it was almost the rugby scrum pushing it forward, wasn't it? And the ball out of bounds now. Half forward flank for Winchelsea, kicking to the southern end in this third quarter. Boundary umpire now back to his position, throws the ball in. Good tap forward by Partridge. Oh, tackle without the football was Hutchison, and Trotter picks it up. He's pushed over the boundary line with the footy.
He wasn't going anywhere, was he?
No, there's sort of almost the old gang tackle, wasn't it? Players coming from everywhere as the ball comes back in once again. Partridge eases his opponent under the footy. Reed, kick off the ground, going 35 metres. It's deep in the forward pocket now as Hutchison it was. Tried to kick it off the ground. I think he almost missed and did as much as push the ball over the boundary line. So I don't think he'll get a game in the soccer team next week.
No, I don't think so. He wouldn't get Mario Zitko's team, would he?
But the ball out of bounds beside the behind. Partridge comes in strongly, punches the ball for a rush behind to the Winch side. 14-8-92. They lead Inverleigh 7-9-51. Lexington win them. Third quarter scoreboard, 11.5 minutes gone.
So Joel Schwalder from fullback for the Hawks, straight down the middle, wobbly punt kick, sets a task for Armitage in front. Berg couldn't take the mark, tried to get the handball away to Hardingham. Now Partridge sets up his teammate, who got it away quickly. That was Parker, through the middle. Oh, high tackle. And a free kick going to Sawyer, and he plays on quickly. Goes to the right foot kick into the middle. Hardingham, the big man, up against McCarthy, the small. Punch away by Hardingham. Falls towards Carrera. Wrapped up by Reed. Not going anywhere. Drop the footy, umpire said. And it will be a free kick.
Go back to Reed.
On the left half forward flank. So Nathan Reed has got the footy. Kitchen gives him a lead. He goes in that direction now. And good mark. You can't stop that footy, Laurie, can you?
That's too good.
And it will be Anthony Kitchen to line up for his fourth goal of the afternoon. We see Michael Bowman coming off the ground with a hand injury.
It's a loss for him.
Brungy's coming back on. So it will be Anthony Kitchen to shoot from 40 metres out. Pretty acute angle, but on the right side for a right footer. He comes in, and it's looking pretty good off the boot. He's pretty happy. I don't even know. I should do the Barrio tour with him, I think. Just look at Anthony Kitchen. He's kicked his fourth. So 4 to Kitchen, 4 to Warland, and 4 to Reed. And they go to 15-8-98. Winchelsea, Inverleigh 7-9-51. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes play.
Well, I've got Anthony Kitchen down for 6 kicks and 4 goals, so that's not a bad result, is it?
Bad return.
Well, I might have missed some stats, but I don't think so. I think that's a number of kicks.
Quick half-time scores in other games. Belmont 6-2, Trail Werribee Central's 22 goals, 6 at half-time. East Geelong 8-7, Bannockburn 3-7, Belpost Hill 5-10, North Geelong 5-2. Corio 11-11, Anarchy 3-2. Geelong West 4-4, Thompson 8-6.
Back from the middle, Sawyer's got it now on centre wing, handballs to Trotter. So Inverleigh go into attack with a left foot kick from Trotter. Up towards the left forward pocket, but taking a good mark is Edwards for Winchelsea. He's been pretty good in the last line of defence. Goes towards centre half back. Hardingham sets the big man a task. Can he pick it up? He can't do so. Lapino's there helping out. So's Allen. Kicks partly smothered. Might fall for Partridge. The big man gets a kick away. It's okay. 2 towards Wainwright. He takes the mark on centre wing.
He's faded, Laurie, since the first quarter.
He has. Yeah.
Goes a left foot kick towards half forward on a long lead. Warland has to sit for him. Handball over the top towards Parker. Wasn't ready for it. Brungies kicks it backwards, but it's okay. And Cadello now goes across half back looking for Armitage. Takes the mark, got Sawyer on centre wing. He should be able to kick it to him now. Does so. Out wide, sets him a task against Leake. Oh, it sits for Leake beautifully. Straight past him. And now Leake handball towards Hutchison. Gives it back to Leake on half forward. Oh, gee whiz. Is that a free kick?
Someone was trying to make a phone call.
Yes. God.
You can hear the phone, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Billy.
It's in the. Go and have a look at the canteen. Try and phone in the canteen.
Should be right now, I think.
Right now, I think.
Righto, we're back. Thanks, Hogs. Yes, back. No phone calls being made at Inverleigh now. We're back online. And the ball is with Michael McCarthy inside Inverleigh's 50. It's a good kick off the boot too.
It's a lovely kick.
It's a lovely kick too. For one behind.
For one behind.
So Inverleigh go to 7:10:52. They trail Winchelsea 15-8-98. Lex and Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 17 minutes played.
So the ball about to come back in through the agency of Edwards for Winchelsea. Bit of movement up the ground, decides to go short. Ooh, lucky to fortune because the mark taken there by McCallum. And goes straight down the ground looking for the big fella Hardingham. Can't take the mark, comes to far, threw it out to teammate, finally to Collins, round the body, gets it to half forward. But Winchelsea, defence under a bit of pressure, go wide. All Winchelsea players out there, picked up by Hutchison, has one bounce. Shepherded there, gets the ball back to Bogey, makes a contest. Wainwright went without it at ground level. Leak tripped up, no, said the umpire. Handball comes out for Inverleigh. They work well through Liebhardt, gets it to centre wing. Borg for Winchelsea. He's dispossessed, comes to ground. Watson goes in, puts a good bump on. Can't pick the footy up, however. Now it stacks on the mill, and the ball will be put in the air. Half forward flank for Inverleigh. Out of side. In front of the scoreboard, which shows 98-52. Winchelsea, the visitors, for Hardingham up high from that ball up, comes to ground. Hutchison can't pick the footy up. Now whistle on play once again. Advantage paid to Inverleigh. Kick to the goal square, up high.
Whoa.
And he can't take the mark. Comes to ground, picked up by McCallum. Now it's a foot race coming out towards centre wing. Ball in the open spaces. Picked up there by Farr. Eludes a tackle, gets a handball to Paul Panty, hooks it back into the goal square to the corridor, I should say, to Clayton Trotter, who takes the mark just in front of the big fellow in Hardingham. He's man on the mark on 50, so it'll take a good kick to score from there. But Trotter, one goal to his name so far, looking for options further afield. Maybe he'll have a shot as he considers just which way to go. So Clayton Trotter moves in there, decides to go short. The lead is from Panty, and well, pretty poor defence by Winchelsea then, because the full forward found a bit of space and was clearly on his own. No opponent anywhere near him, but he is very close to the boundary line. So 35 metres out, what an acute angle, but a kicker will go for a right footer from that pocket. So Panty now moves in. He's kicked it right across the face of goal. Big pack of players there, and a lot of interference in the pack, but the mark clearly taken by
Far.
It is Far. Stood his ground and has taken the mark deep in the forward pocket. Man on the mark is 2 metres from the behind post on the boundary line. So Nick Farr will be forced to perhaps check side or whatever as he ponders the kick at goal. So moves in. Yeah, runs around, kicks it on the left foot. It's a good looking kick, but it's right across the face of goal. In fact, out of bounds on the full. So no score at all to Inverleigh from that forward thrust. And kicking with the bruise in this quarter. They would need to get a lot closer to Winchelsea. So the free kick has gone to Hardingham. Handball across the face of goal to Leake. He kicks it further to the outer side. Mark taken there by Parrish for Winch. Ships it over the top. Well, players descending on Damien Berg pretty quickly, but he stood his ground. Takes the chest mark. Kicks long now to the wing. Well, it's all Inverleigh out there. There's the mark easily taken by Meek. Kicks it back toward the middle. And Armitage, they're just controlling the footy at the moment, Inverleigh, but not getting it too far forward in a chance to kick a goal. But they have on this occasion, because a diving mark in the centre half forward position has been taken. It looks like Paul Panty on this occasion. So the Panty boys are prominent in the forward half this quarter for Inverleigh. Has the man on the mark now, 40 metres out, directly in front. Panty moves in, doesn't make great contact, and it's touched over the line. So
pretty poor kick there.
It was, didn't make good contact at all. Behind there to Inverleigh, 7-11-53. They trail Winchelsea 15-8-98. Lexus of Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 21.5 minutes gone.
Edwards plays in from fullback and kicks it long, looking for Watson. Collins bears down on him. Free kick, interference, and it will be Gary Watson at half-back with the free for the Blues. Partridge short.
Stop-start footy though.
Yeah, goes short to Bogey across half-back. And now they've got a chance because they've switched it to Warland on the opposite half-back flank. Now he goes long out towards half-forward, and Wainwright kept his eye on it, took the mark in front of McCarthy. Left half-forward flank outer side. Winchelsea going to the southern end. Goes with a high right foot kick, bringing Rome with that. Sets a task for all the forwards. Falls to Hardingham, the big man. Goes through. A great smother on his kick. Falls though back towards Berg. Off a step. Kitchen in the right spot. Kept his eye on the ball.
Same thing exactly. You took the words out of my mouth, Jason.
And took the mark. So we'll shoot for goal in the left forward pocket. Only 15-20 metres out. A chance to kick his fifth. Just can't turn around and not look at the footy, can you, Eric?
No. When you defend, there's a happy medium, Laurie, isn't there? You've got to watch the footy and you've got to watch your opponent. But when the ball's coming in, you certainly watch the ball.
Oh, definitely. They can turn the body and you're out of the contest, and that's exactly what happened then. And Anthony Kitchen was able to just drop forward and take a quite easy mark. And
I'm looking at Barry O'Toole.
He's got it.
So Kitchen has put it through for his fifth. And for Winchelsea, that is their 16th. They go to 16-8-104. They lead Inverleigh 7-11-53. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 23 minutes played.
Hasn't been a pretty third quarter, Laurie, but Winchelsea just doing enough to maintain their lead.
Yeah, look, I just went through my mind there. I wasn't sure whether they were paying enough respect to Inverleigh. I thought they were probably good enough and had the quality players to get right on top, and they just weren't probably working hard enough. That's just my observation, and will allow Inverleigh into the game. I think if they put their mind to it, they're capable of another 10-goal quarter.
Well, that really, the switch of play set that goal up, and they've got to use their brain a bit more, don't they?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So in the middle, Hardingham, clear tap away again, but only as far, who, can't get hold of the football, unfortunately, and he pushes it. Well, he finally gets pushed in the back. And
got a free kick for effort there.
Well, he certainly couldn't get the footy up himself, and handball to Trotter very quickly. Off a step to centre half forward. Ball bounces very awkwardly for all players. Finally, high tackle this time on McCallum of Inverleigh. Had to add that part because the defender now playing forward. There's a
blood rule.
A blood rule to somebody. Who is it?
I think it might be.
I can't see.
Trying to pick a player. Oh, it's McCallum. The blood rule.
The player who actually got the free kick. So it's been taken by Peter Ginn, who now will have the kick. He's obviously got to wait until the player comes back on the ground, or a player comes. So Michael Bowman with crook hand now has to come back onto the ground. As Ginn will move in. 30 metres out, directly in front. Beautiful kick off the boot, and has kicked the goal very comfortably. So another goal to the Inverleigh side. They go to 8-11-59. They trail Winchelsea 16-8-104. Next to the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes gone, just ticking in again into time on.
Yeah, well, that would answer that one from Winchelsea pretty quickly, straight up the ground and goal. So it keeps a bit of a contest there, but they just got to keep doing more.
So back to the middle, Hardingham and Armitage do the ruck work for their respective sides. Umpire throws the ball in the air for them. Hardingham gets it down towards Warland. Kick off the ground by Panty. Falls to Warland again. He gets another kick towards half forward. Reed was going to go with a handball to Leek. Probably should have in the end. Got wrapped up. Gets the kick back towards Armitage now on centre wing for Inverleigh. Takes the mark. Kicks over the top towards Far. But there's three Winchelsea players around him. One of them was Hardingham and got it away to Hutchison. Right foot kick wide looking for the boundary line in the end.
It's interesting, the last ball up in the centre, the trailing umpire you reckon would be watching the game. Simon Bogey, who's got a job to do, absolutely flattened off the ball.
Yes,
And umpires don't put a whistle on play. Like, I know, well, there's a high tackle as well.
From the boundary throw in.
That's got to be 50 surely.
Free kick to Matthew Warland, and lucky for the coach of Inverleigh, he threw the ball away and the umpire didn't see it, so Warland on centre wing got the free kick. Reed gives him a lead. Goes to the left foot kick towards half forward. Reed, at the back. Great mark. Taken by, I think it might be McCallum at right half forward. So Brent McCallum, 50 metres out. It'll be a good kick from there. He comes in and falls short. In front, Mark Lapino. Good mark by Damien Lapino. And we'll shoot for goal from 5 metres out.
Probably not the tallest man in that pack either, but he was in front.
And we'll shoot for goal.
What sort of skills Warland got? That was a 50-metre left foot kick.
Oh, that was a beautiful kick. And this boy, he's gone out of the game a bit too. He had a couple of good quarters, and this will be his first kick for this quarter.
So Damien Lapino to put the 17th goal on the board for Winchelsea. He made hard work of it, but I think he's just squeezed it in. Goal umpire says yes, through for a goal. And they go to 17 goals, 8-110 Winchelsea. Inverleigh 8-11-59. Lex the Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 27.5 minutes played.
I think if we did an assessment, Laurie, there's probably been more goals kicked at that southern end, which we consider against the breeze.
Yeah, well, you were out on the ground at... we were led by your position on which way the wind were going, Eric.
Well, there's no doubt when I was out in the ground, it was blowing toward the northern goal.
I still believe it is going that way, just very, very slightly.
Back in the middle, umpire puts the ball in the air once again. Once again, Bogey goes down and... no free kick. Their ball kicked forward. Now Trotter receives a handball out. Goes very, very wide to the lead of Bowman and takes the mark. 40 metres from goal. A little bit worse than a 45-degree angle. And we'll have a shot on goal. Has kicked one goal two in fact. Moves in there. It's not a bad looking kick, and I think that's another goal. Over the goal umpires at this second. So the 9th goes on the board for the Inverleigh side. 9-11-65. They trail Winchelsea 17-8-110. Lex the Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard, 28.5 minutes gone. Bear in mind the second quarter only went 28 minutes, so...
Might be nearly 3/4 time, do you think?
Well, it could well be getting close.
So goal for goal in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
I'll be watching the interest at this centre bounce this time to see what happens here.
Well, if Simon Bogey's got any idea, he'd go over to the umpire and say, have a look at me, I'm getting thrown off the ball.
Yeah.
We'll see if he does. Back to the middle. Hardingham and Armitage. And again, he gets pushed up a little bit, but Hardingham gets it down this time. Through the middle, Lapino tried to get the handball away.
The ball.
Well, the umpire was on the blind side. Luckily for Damien Lapino. So a secondary bounce in the middle. Hardingham. Armitage got it down. Berg, blind turn, tried to get the handball away then. Towards Wainwright, gets a good shepherd, left foot kick towards a leader Kitchen. Wait for it to bounce. Needs some support. Hutchison, who's had a pretty good third term, right foot kick. Reed over the back. How has he taken that mark? He's put the arms in front of his opponent and Carrera and taken the mark.
He's climbed over his head and taken the mark in front of the bloke's waist.
That was certainly a good example of watching the ball right to the time you get it in your hands.
So Nathan Reid, who has kicked 4 goals 2 this afternoon, this for number 5, and he's done that comfortably. And the 18th for Winchelsea, they got 18-8-116. They lead Inverleigh 9, 11.65. Leicester Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 30 minutes played.
He's sort of laying some sort of claim to be one of the best players in the ground.
Oh, yeah,
He's had some
definitely.
quiet patches, but gee, what he's done is class.
Yeah, look, that's right, Eric. He's absolutely, it's class all over him. And when the game's played as such as it is today, you're going to be in and out of the game. I think our best player today, he's probably going to be a player that's been in and out of the game a little bit.
So the ball in the middle once again has, well, Hardingham able to take the ball and kick it quickly, but unfortunately straight to Cordello on half back for Inverleigh. Kicks back toward the middle, but again the missed kick has gone to Wall and handball over the top to Berg, to Wainwright. This is better from Winchelsea. Nice skimming pass has found Hutchison on half forward as the siren sounds at the 30-minute mark of the third quarter for three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time the scoreboard reads Inverleigh 9 goals 11.65, trailing Winchelsea 18 goals 8.116.
4 goals, 2 to Winchelsea in that third term, and for Inverleigh 3 goals, 4. And it is a big lead to Winchelsea at three-quarter time. Their goal kickers 5 each to Anthony Kitchen and Nathan Reid, 4 to Matthew Warland, and 2 to Matthew Partridge, singles to Damien Lapino and Gary Watson, while for Inverleigh, 3 to Adrian Panny, 2 to Michael Bowman, and singles to Locke McCallum, Peter Ginn, Andrew Brungies and Clayton Trotter. But it's Winchelsea 18-8, 116 they lead, Inverleigh 9-11, 65. You're listening to Match Day Live on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.